Hi, this is Matt with AppliancePartsPros.com. Today we'll be showing you how to repair your appliance. Remember, anytime you work on an appliance, make sure it's unplugged or the circuit breakers are off so there's no chance of electrocution. In this video, we're going to show you how to change out the Whirlpool washer internal drain hose. It's going to be a very easy repair and should only take a few minutes to show you how to do it. If you already have one of these, great. If not, you can click on the link below or get it at AppliancePartsPros.com. When you open up the package, you're going to get the new internal drain hose. The internal drain hose goes in between the drain pump and the external drain hose. The main reason you'll be changing it out is if it's damaged, you're getting water leaking on the floor. In order to change the part, we have to go around to the back of the washer. Now that we're on back, we're going to take the drain hose off. It's located here on the upper left corner. We're just going to use the pliers to compress the clamp and move it up the drain hose. Once you have it off, you can pull the drain hose off the fitting and set it aside. Now we're going to remove the shipping bolt covers. There's 4 of them on the back panel. They're all taken off the same way. In order to get them off, we're just going to take a small flathead screwdriver and get underneath this end. And then you can grab it and pull it towards the center of the washer. Once you have it free, you can pull it off. Now we're going to use a cornice nut driver to take out the screws that hold the back panel on. There's a few screws that have cutouts around them. Those don't hold the back panel on, so we're going to leave those in. Once you have all the screws out, you can lift the back panel off and set it aside. Now we're going to take off this upper brace just to give us more room to change out the internal drain hose. Just going to remove these 2 screws with the 1/4-inch nut driver. Once you have the screws out, just lift up on the brace, pull it off, and set it aside. Now that we have the back panel off, we have to reach up to the front of the washing machine and take the internal drain hose up the drain pump. It's right here in the center. First thing we're going to do is put a towel down to catch any water that may come out. Once you have the towel down, we can reach in with the pliers and compress the clamp so we can pull the internal drain hose off the drain pump. Once you have the clamp compressed, you can move it up the internal drain hose and then we can pull the hose off the pump. Now we're going to release the internal drain hose from the clips. First we're going to unclip it from the control board and follow it up and release it from the other 2 clips. Once you have the clips released, we can release the internal drain hose from the back panel. There's just a locking tab right here. We're going to use a small flathead screwdriver to push down on it while you're pushing in on the fitting. Once you have the fitting released, you can push it down and we can pull the hose out. Before you pull it out, we're going to take the pressure hose out of the tub. Just release this little mounting tab so we have a little bit more room. We can pull the internal drain hose out. Once you have it off, we're going to grab the pliers and take the clamp off. New hose doesn't come with a clamp, so we have to reuse this one. Once you have the clamp off, you can set it aside. Here's the old internal drain hose next to the new one. If you already have one of these, great. If not, you can get it at AppliancePartsPros.com. Before we put the new internal drain hose on, we're going to put the clamp on it. We're just going to compress it with the pliers, slide it up into place. You want to make sure you put the part where you compress it so it points towards the back of the washer so we can reach it when we get in there. Once you have it in place, we're going to feed it down into the washer. You want to make sure it goes down behind the pressure line. Once you have the bottom end fed in, you can put the top end in. Just going to get it up behind the panel, turn it so we can lock the fitting in. When you put the fitting through, you want to make sure you hook the bottom on first. And then rotate it up so the top locks in. Then we can follow it down and put it into the plastic clips. We're also going to remount the air pressure hose. We can do the middle clamp. We can follow it down and hook it onto the top of the control board. Now we can go underneath and hook it up to the drain pump. All you have to do is grab the internal drain hose and push it onto the drain pump. Once you have it seated all the way, you're going to grab the pliers and press the clamp and move it down so we get a good seal. Once you have the clamp in place, we can put the washer back together. Now we can put the brace on. All you have to do is line it up and hook the tabs in on each end. Once you have it in, we can put the back panel on. To put the back panel on, all you have to do is line it up. And we're just going to put this screw in the center right here with the 1/4-inch nut driver to hold it while we go put in the rest of the screws. Now that we have all the screws in, we can put the shipping bolt covers in. The covers all go on the same way. All you have to do is make sure you put this half right behind the cutout right here. You just have to bring it in at a little bit of an angle and flex it. Once you have the first one in, you can do the rest. Now we can put the drain hose on. All you have to do is push it onto the fitting. And then we can use the pliers to move the clamp up so we get a good seal. Now that we have the washer put back together, you can plug it back in and take it for a spin. Thanks for joining us for another successful repair brought to you by AppliancePartsPros.com. Check out our other repair videos on our site, Facebook, and YouTube.